Good afternoon. You can hear me? Is it okay? Okay. So my name is Frederick Richard. I work for GIFEN. So GIFEN is organizing this event, and GIFEN is representing the French nuclear industry. So I will present you much program that we launch this year in the GIFEN. Who knows? Do you know much program? Who? Do you have already heard of it? Yes, here. Okay. And just a few questions. Where do you come from, all? France? Yes. Other countries? Ah. And other countries? Where do you come from? Japan? Yes. Czech Republic. Okay, great. So welcome in France for Japan guys on Czech. So I will just present you Match program. And the Match program, in fact, it's a kind of tool. It's a dynamic, collaborative tool that to help the industry to prepare and to face its programs and to resource its programs. So it provides a method for matching abilities and the needs. And the needs are coming from, you know, the different operators. I will discuss about it a bit later. And the aim of this program is to provide a 10-year vision of the nuclear industry preparation. And we have this split, in fact, the heart of the nuclear industry activities in 20 segments. I will present it to you, this segment after, in the slide later. And we have identified 84 professions, and this profession has been identified within the industry companies, within the nuclear industry companies, and we will provide, you will see, the resources that we need for this 84 professions, sorry. And we provide, in fact, the vision of the nuclear preparedness on two aspects: human resources, and we have this analytics approach that I will describe. And we also provide industrial capabilities between the needs and how the industry is prepared to fill in the needs. But on this aspect, we have more qualitative approach. So we have divided this segments, the activity in 20 segments that you can see here in the nice drawings. You can see here electricity, computing, power transmission, site protection, rotating machines. Well, you have pumps, valves, IT services, I&C, valves here, engineering, generator, turbo generator units, decommissioning and waste management, water treatment. So you can see here the 20, let's say, most important segments of the nuclear industry. And we have worked on all these segments, on these families. But GIFEN is not working alone. GIFEN is working with other professional organizations and also with the operators. I can see here some of them. And also with the companies and the different companies in these different sectors. We have a little bit around, let's say, around 100 companies involved in this program. So all together, we have worked and we have, let's say, a vision of what is needed in the next years. Which scope we take into account? So the scope that we take into account is, of course, the French project and the French nuclear activities. You have the EPR2s, grand carénage, let's say the modernization programs of the EDF sites, RGH, ITER, enrichment plant of Orano. And also, internationally, we take into account HPC and Sizewell in the UK and Jaitapur in India. And we have the different activities regarding naval propulsion. So we get the needs on this different scope coming from the operators. And in match program, the operators, when you can see that, you can see that they are EDF, of course, Orano, Framatome, CNA, Landra, and also naval propulsion. What is not addressed in the first exercise of match is the 8 EPR2s, additional EPR2s, SMR, AMR reactors, and also some operation on current fleet that are not yet discussed, and also other export activities. So the way it works. First of all, the first thing is to have a clear vision consolidated coming from the operators. They give us their own needs, their workforce workload, and then they give us also the workload plan in million euros that we get from them of the existing program of the different companies. Then we translate into projection on the required resources, on the human resources, on plant, on tooling, all the amount coming from the operators on the needs. In fact, they give us, during the next 10 years, for each year, what they will subcontract, in order to have a view of what they have, their own resources, plus what they subcontract, so the resources coming from the supply chain. For their own resources, they give us directly what they have. For the resources coming from the supply chain, we have to manage a translation and to translate the million euro the subcontract in full-time equivalent. And then it is spread into the different workforce, the 84 professions that are identified. I will give it to you after. So that's the way it works. Then, when we translate it to projection the required resources, we get the projection of available resources of the manufacturer at the time, and then we get a vision, an overall vision on the gap analysis, on implementation of different levels, because the aim of match is to have the adequacy between the needs and what is the capacity of the French and the company industries, of the nuclear industries. It has to match between the needs and what is available. So when we have gap and when we can see that the needs, there's no match between the needs and the industry abilities, we know that we have different action levels on which we have to work on. Skills, training, because you will see that we need a lot of people for the new program and all the existing programs. Plant, industrial plant and tooling. We have to be more efficient and to perform better and to work on quality and safety in order to optimize the resources that we already have. Digitalization, innovation also will help to be more efficient. Financial resilience of companies. In order to have the companies to make sure that they can invest, they have to be strong on the financial aspect. So this is also important. And then we can work on the operational performance, of course, and international partnerships, because depending on the different planning, we know that the project maybe in the UK is not at the same time than in France, so you can use workforce in the UK, and then you can get this workforces available for French project, for example. So, as you can see, match is dynamic, and we will update it next year and the year after. So it's not a vision that we get once, but we will see how will be the trend in the coming years. So this is the results that we get from this first work. As you can see, the evaluation on the estimation of the FTE, so the full-time equivalent, that's the way we count, is needed in 2023 is around 125,000 FTE. And what we think that what the work we've done expect is that we will need 155,000 FTE. So you can see the curve with, let's say, an acceleration that initial increase in needs. It's more linked to engineering for EPR2s, and also some projects of Ohano in order to update their plant, but also UK projects of EDF. So this is the beginning. Then it's quite stable, and then you have an acceleration that you can see here between the year 2027 and the 2030. So this acceleration is more is more linked to EPR2 construction in France. And after 2030, it's more, let's say, there's no change. You can see that there's a plateau stage. But we think that maybe we don't have let's say, enough information in order to see really what will happen at the end of this decade. So you see, we have what is planned year per year, what is needed year per year between 2023 and 2033. You can see you have two colors of this curve. This one is linked, in fact, the natural trend in workforce. It means that if you don't do anything, you will see that people will go to retirement. Some people and some workforce are going to other industries. So this is what we call the natural trend in workforce. And then you have the needs here. So, in fact, you can see that between here, 2023, and in the next 10 years, you will have to replace the already existing workforces, and you will have also to reinforce because you need more for the new projects. So it's split into half-half, 30,000 FTE for renewable, and 30,000 for reinforcement. What we also get in the study is that, in fact, the growth in volume of these direct jobs are likely to concern mainly, in fact, the mid-tier and the SME suppliers, and not the operators. The curves of the trend of the operators of their need is quite flat or a little bit a short increase. But the need for the supply chain is covering 70% of the new needs. And when we say that we need 155,000 FTE, it means that these people are already trained. Of course, the companies have already done the recruitment, and they have they are operational and they are ready to work. So it means that you need to anticipate all the training in order to get your forces already operational in 2025, 26, 27. So as you can see, there is quite a huge increase. So what we see is that we need to get on to train a lot of people right now. And all the companies here during the event will tell you that they need engineers, they need technicians, and it's difficult to find them with the right level of qualification. So that's what we have seen in our study. But let's say the trend is not the same for all the different families. You know, I told you that you have civil engineering, HVAC, you have also engineering, you have dismantling. So for the different families, this is not the same. You have, for some of them, a rapid increase over the next 3 years, let's say for engineering or for electricity. And it means that they have to, there is a challenge of speeding up their recruitment and after absorbing it, and financially, and organizationally, and significantly increased flow of apprentices. So they need young people right now, but they have to finance it. So this is something that is very important at the moment for the French companies. You have also stable situation with a focus of just replacing departure and transferring the know-how. It doesn't mean that they don't need a lot of people, it just means that it's quite stable. And you have also other families where you can see a kind of decrease in the coming years, but they will have a rapid increase in the next years. For them, it's quite different because they have to manage this dip of activity, and also to mobilize on their workforce in order to make them available when there will be the increase. So they have to maintain the skills and being built up in the interim. So this is 3 different situations depending of the different families of segments that we have seen, the 20 segments. So it's not the same for all of them. Another information is that you have also 3 groups of industrial families with a 3 recruitment difference. You have companies and where they are dedicated, quasi-dedicated to nuclear power. So they will recruit more in proportion for their need, highly diversified. You have some family with a greater capacity to respond with their current workforces because they work in other industries. So you can go from another industries to nuclear industries. Or maybe they work in France, but also they have a plant in other countries in Europe, in the UK. So for them, they can manage with their own resources. And you have companies or families where they combine the 2 approaches. So, question. Which job do you think are the most sensitive? Do you have an idea? Because with our study, we have identified 20, let's say, most sensitive professions. So, question? Sorry? Welders. Do you agree with welders? Do you think it's quite sensitive? You are right. Others? Other ideas? Don't be shy. We are the same family, don't be shy. 20. We have only 1. So I think you don't have any problems in no problem in your company. You can hire people very easily. You don't have any difficulties. Nuclear engineers, but which? Sorry? Project manager, right. Others? Commissioning, but technical engineers? Both. Yes? Yes. I wait. You have the answer here. So this is the list of the 20, let's say, most sensitive. It doesn't mean that the others it's not difficult, but with different parameters that have been studied, we have this list with automation engineers, winding technician, bowl makers, form workers, site supervisor, draftsman, electrician, founder, blacksmith, pipe fitter, electrical engineer, mechanical also, fitters, welders, maintenance technician. So this is, let's say, the 20 most sensitive. How we made the choice? In fact, the choice is a combination of, let's say, 5 different parameters. The weight of the profession in the industry. Let's say where we have a lot of people, a lot of needs is the project managers. It's about 8,000 per year for the coming years. So this is one parameter, but it's not the only one. This is also the estimated volume, timing, or rate of recruitment for the next decade. In fact, when we made the study, we made some surveys, and the companies just answered this. They estimate if it's difficult or not to recruit the different 84 jobs. So this is one parameter that we have in this study in order to have the list of 20 jobs. Also, the difficulty in recruiting for the occupation on the market. It means that, okay, we need welders or we need draftsmen for nuclear industry, but also we need them for other industries. So in fact, it's difficult for everybody to recruit these guys. So this is another parameter. This is also the training capacity in terms of potential number of graduates likely to join the civil nuclear industry. Is there any enough training session, or is there the right training capacity in order to be able to go to these jobs? Sometimes we have a lot sometimes we have some issue in the training capacity because we don't have the right level of qualification. And then the last parameter is the post-recruitment training required to become fully operational. Again, this is coming from the survey with the different companies, and they explain that maybe for some jobs it takes 3 months to train post-recruitment in order to be operational. Sometimes it takes more than 4 years to have them operational. So this is the combination of these different parameters where we get this list. This also means that when we have more than 3 years to train post-recruitment, it means also we have to anticipate and to recruit now and to train now. So what can we conclude from these results? In fact, we have this status of this focus, and we get this information that I've presented to you. But also, there are some key success factors that we identified. First of all, we need to develop the resources, also to work on skills, jobs, and training. So you need to have the right training sessions, the right training capacities. We need to work on attractivity. As you know, you can see here, there are not a lot of women. So maybe we have to work and to see that we can have more women in the nuclear industry. And we need to work very early with the kids and the young people, where they are maybe in the 12 years old or this kind of age, because this is there that they made their mind on industry or maybe more scientific studies. So there's a lot of work that is done on this aspect, and especially in France with UMN, University of UMN. You have their booth over there. They work with the French government and the French schools in order to give information on nuclear activity for the kids. Of course, work on training. What on the plant capacities as well? How can we help companies to invest? And all the strengthens of the operational efficiency by action on quality and safety, performance and gains on innovation, digitalization. All this will help to improve the resources we already get. And of course, I've told you later, but this is the economic and the financial aspect is very important. Companies need to be in good health and they need to have money to invest. So it's very important to work with companies on this aspect. And international partnership, this is something that also can help to manage the way we manage the resources. So the idea is to match up between the sector's needs and abilities, of course. So the potential resource for adapting the load, it's again what I just told you, is also to more to analyze, to get European partnerships, to have to see also intersectoral factors. We know that people on the workforce can come from defense and they can come and go and come and go. And we have to make sure, because all the other industries need the same workforces, so we have to pay attention to that. And what also is important to build up companies' robustness, for meeting the needs of nuclear programs, are subject to making project schedule more reliable. We have, it's a long process. Nuclear is a very long time process. But one of the key issues is the project schedules. Because when you plan to mobilize your workforce, let's say in 2026, and you need more than 2,000 people, if you change the schedule, the company will not have all these people available. So project schedule is a key issue. Optimizing the existing resources, that's what I said before, on working on the performance, safety, and let's say maybe here we talk a lot about ISO 1943. So on quality, and this is a way to optimize our existing resources, make better with the same resources, and eliminating all the low value added technical and also process specificities. We need to have more standardization and to simplify our specification in this industry. And we can benchmark on other industries that have made this effort. Okay, so I've just finished. Maybe you have some questions. What I need to add is that we gave a report to the French government in April this year. So they have all this information on the result of the study. And now, of course, they are just helping on they want to make sure that all the supply chain, the operators and all the supply chain is ready to launch the new programs. So this is something that is really checked on the very accurately by the French authorities. So we will update our program in the next year, in 2024, with new information coming with the operators, with a new scope. We hope to include SMR and also the new operators, on the acceleration of the other operator that already decided, the 6th one. So we'll get new information in the coming months. Do you have any questions, or was it clear or not? Yes? Yes, we have details by families. We have a report that is public as well, so you can find it on the GIFEN website, but also it's public, so if you want, I can give me your card and I will give you the link where you can upload it. The families that need more workforce are nuclear process, engineering, logistics. This is the top 3 of the families where they need more resources. Maybe what I've not said, but half of the workload is concerns, in fact, operation and maintenance. We talk a lot about EPR or SMR, but the workload is driven half by operation and maintenance. That's something very important as well. Other questions? I don't know if I'm okay with the time. Yeah, it's okay. If you want to have discussion, I think we have this room just behind. If you need you want to ask more questions or discuss of the different things, I will be happy to answer the questions. Thanks a lot.